reality and responding to it.
Oh boy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yo. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. I'll be your host today. My name's Manuel Chobbs III, or the Turd, depending on how you know me. And good day to y'all out there in the chat today. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm feeling at least a little tiny bit better, which is always good for me. I don't know about you or whatever. I like feeling good as opposed to feeling not so great. And that's all right. That's good or whatever. Although, you know, we're going to have to be grinding for the rest of the week. So we're going to be trying to do the streams in like the middle of the afternoon. That way, you know, things will be at least a little bit better and I can still attend to my duties as a human being, I guess. Yeah, gotta do that. So hopefully you guys had a pretty good day. We had some fun last night. I mean, we were laughing a lot about Jack Murphy stuff. Like, is it just kind of like just made me wonder what is actually happening in the world today. And honestly, there's so much toxicity that seems to be happening around certain topics in the day. And it seems like today is a cancellation type day, right? Where all of a sudden everybody's crying about cancel culture. But for a guy like me, this is just like another day, right? This kind of feels a little bit like 2018 all over again. Like we've already jetted through what the feeling was for 2017. But now we're sitting in a 2018 type feeling, you know, like feels like we're repeating the history of things. And that might be a little bit strange for you or for me or for whoever, but there's some weird shit that's happening. Okay. There's some weird shit that's happening in the world today. So I got links for you and stuff like that. I figured I'd let the chat fill in a little bit before we get to some shout outs. So there's at least a few folks out there so that we can shout them out. Yep, that's right. We can shout them out. I don't know. Me, I've been happily enjoying my kombucha. Packed for probiotics. Oh, yeah. Shit's so good. Actually, that one's not bad, even though it still has that aftertaste or whatever. The aster taste. That's what I'm actually gonna say. Is the aster taste, right? The aster taste. So we're gonna get into whatever the hell. We're gonna see some funny videos probably, and then we'll look at some news articles as always and shit, so that you guys can actually, you know, check some stuff out. I should probably pull up my links or whatever, because I see my girl CV posted the links over there in the YouTube chat for you. Make sure you guys give her a shout out, send her some love and all of that other stuff, and then let's just get into the shouties, right? Let's just get into the shout out. So first off, what's up to Harry, man? Nice to see you. Yo, welcome back to the show. What's up, King Frost Sound Warrior? Appreciate you dropping by and being here. We will grift hard. How's it going to Russell Dufresne? Nice to see you. Much pleasure, much appreciated. What's up to the NPC show? Nice to see you. Thanks for the shout out about the audio being bullshit this morning. What's up, Boca Chica, Bohica, whatever your name is. Welcome back. Hello, Virginia Olson. How are you doing? How's it going to this Eve Torresine? Yeah, okay. Hello. What's up to Cedar Cask? How are you doing? Oh, we did say Virginia Olsen, but we'll say what's up to her again because we like her. How's it going to Liam Beyonce? Nice to see you. How's it going to Miss Peoples? M Peoples, what up? How are you doing? Hopefully you're feeling all right today. Everything's doing good. We got this imp being with this aster taste. Yeah, the aster taste is exactly what you get when you're drinking that shit. How's it going to Sewer Guy Rob and anybody else that's going to be filing in? It looks like the notification didn't go out or whatever the hell, so it's fine. What's up, doing my time? How you doing today? Nice to see you. What's up, Beep Bop? I know, dude. How will Ben Harrison recover his reputation now that Dilbert has surpassed him? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Dilbert has definitely surpassed him in a pretty big way, and we're gonna have to kind of figure that out. That's gonna be our first little look-see that we're gonna have to be looking at today. Is what the hell is going on in the world with Dilbert and shit? What's up, Mr. P? How you doing, dude? Where's Mr. R at? And where's Mr. D? Oh, wait, Mr. D's right here. Mr. D is right here. Yeah. I mean, dude, just insane. The news today seems to be a little bit insane. All right, and then for whatever reason, my scene transitions aren't working correctly. I don't have it on cut. I have it on fade. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with all this stuff, but shit's weird. Okay, there we go. I was like, I didn't have it on a straight cut. I had it on a fade, but it just faded out. So as always, we're just going to be having to look at some stuff over here. And for our grift days, we're always going to do the grifting first. We got to front end the grift or whatever. And then look at that. We got a super chat from Eva Torres. $5 saying, canceled is such an overused word. Did Scott Adams commit a crime? I don't know. Depending on who you talk to and what country you live in, it could be a crime. But we'll get into that here pretty soon. And thanks for that $5 helping monetize the stream. So we ain't gotta worry about YouTube paying us or anything like that, because y'all be paying us, because this is the Griftcast. And as always, if you want to support the Griftcast, you're gonna head over to griftcast.com to hit up our sweet ass link tree that's got all of the grifting delights that you require in order to come onto our show. You got our Streamlabs donation button, which is a direct donation that comes straight to us, doesn't get a little cut out of any of those other situations or whatever, like if you're super chatting, and it still pops up on the stream so people can see that you're a super awesome person. You also have availability with PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and we got our super sick ass merch store. I'm telling you, we got some of the virus merch. There's other shows that have been out there forever and they haven't even freaking put out a freaking thing about any type of merch. So you know what? I'm not talking shit. I'm lightly talking shit. Go check out the best worst show on the internet's merchandise. We can get goodie. You can get a hoodie, a hat, snapback hat. We got ponchos and like mugs and manny packs and grip bands and dude, there's just all kinds of shit. You got a bomber jacket on there, so you could definitely go over there, buy some shit. I get money for it or whatever. And think about it this way: it's not a $68.10 bomber jacket. It's a $68.10 donation, and you get a free bomber jacket out of it. And I mean, that way, it definitely really tells you truly how you're supporting it. It's not a $25 beanie. It's a $25 donation, and you get a free beanie. That's how it works, okay? Keep it straight. Keep it together. But you know what? As always, we do get sponsors on the show, which give us fantastic affiliate links so that you guys can go out there and use it on your stuff whenever you buy and stuff and like that. And as always, this show, Griftcast IRL, is in part sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee, where you can go and select and buy some of the best coffees, teas, and cocos that are out there. And I mean, they are just damn good. We got people in the Griftcast IRL Discord posting up pictures of their purchases, and they're saying it's absolute fire, fantastic price. So, you know, if you're looking to get some high dollar shit that, you know, you want to like throw Griftcast a little something on the inside of it, make sure you use promo code Griftcast to check out to save 5%. And if you click in the link of the chat, that'll get you an extra 5% for a total of 10%, which is just kind of a situation for anybody that's out there. And as always, we do have other sponsors for the show. Wait, I clicked the wrong sponsor link. We do have one more sponsor for the show that, I mean, if you really care about your life and the way things are going, EMP Shield is going to protect you. You got to make sure that your family is protected when the EMPs come. And if you think the EMPs are coming your way or whatever, then why not have the only product listed by the United States Department of Homeland Security in their February 5th, 2019 EMP resilience report as something that could actually help you. And I mean, they got for everything that you could possibly imagine. You got a house, you got a car, you got a generator, you got freaking solar panels, you got a 3-phase generator, you got some radios and shit, you got a motorcycle, you got an RV, you got some watercraft that you want to protect. Well, guess what? You can get it protected today. All it's going to cost you is not a lot of money, and we'll save you some money if you use promo code Griftcast at checkout. You'll save yourself $50. And I mean, for a device that costs anywhere from $325 to $489, it's actually a pretty smoking deal, if I don't say so myself. And I mean, if anything happens or it doesn't work, you do have a $25,000 money back guarantee. So you should definitely come check that shit out. Yeah, come check that shit out. I think you'll like it. I think you will. Protect yourselves from EMPs and getting blasted by assholes on the internet and stuff. And get yourself a little bit of EMP protection today. I guarantee it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Yeah. Is that pretty good? I think we did all right. Yeah, dude. The amount of products that I just grifted is nuts. I know. This is a Griftcast. This is the Griftcast. We do 100% grift, 20% news, 80% everything else. All right? So, you know, keep it together. Keep it together out there. Keep it together. Keep it together. All right. There's people in the chat that are trying to get ahead of the grifting. And I mean, you guys are new here. So if you're new here, that's fine. There's there's a few steps to this channel. Step number 1, super chat. Step number 2, become a member, because who becomes a subscriber nowadays? You want to make sure you get your freaking notifications and shit? Become a member. You'll get them all the time. Trust me. And third thing, hit the like button and then share this with your friends. Okay? But yeah, remember, super chat first. So you're already halfway there, Eva Torres. You almost got it. You got the super chat first. Then you just got to hit the little join button right there. You know, I could put up a link too if you need a link to join or whatever. You know, we love members here on this channel. You can go right there, youtube.com / Griftcast /join, and you can get right to us. And it's going to be a good time. I guarantee you're going to love it, right? You'll become a member of this show. We'll look at you as a much greater person in the chat. We will see you in the green, showing us that you are, in fact, one of those people sending us the green. And that will make us pay more attention to you. And that's a real thing out there, because that's what this show's all about, folks. It's all about the money, only about 5% about everything else, and then whatever, dog. But, dude, cancel culture is something that's been around for a while now, hasn't it? We've been talking about cancel culture. People have been trying to cancel other people, and it's not cool. I don't like cancellations and stuff like that. I don't even like it when my favorite show gets canceled, but getting canceled happens all the time. And out of nowhere, dude, is it real that if Scott Adams, the real Scott Adams, he's all of a sudden getting canceled? That's right. You may not believe it, but in fact, it is indeed true. Scott Adams has been canceled, or is in the process of being canceled, or something like that, or whatever. He's the real famous comic guy that did a bunch of cartoons called Dilbert or whatever, with this guy right here that definitely doesn't really look very much like him. But this is the dude. This is the dude. And then this is the video portion that everybody's really getting pissed off about. This is the absolute truth. What Scott Adams saying is here. He had to have known that all of the coward newspapers would drop his Dilbert comic strip. I admire him for it, doing it anyway. So yeah, this is the video that really changed. So maybe he didn't do anything wrong. We're going to listen to this videos, and we're going to have to see. So hold on to your butts.
So if you know, nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me.
Oh.
According to this poll,
Huh.
that's a hate group.
Holy shit.
That's a hate group.
You can't call black people a hate group, Scott. You're white.
And I would say,
and Jewish.
based on the current way things are going,
I don't know.
the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away.
Just get the fuck
wherever
away.
you have to go, just get away. There's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to
This
escape.
can't be fixed?
So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, you know, I have a very low black population, because unfortunately there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods. So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America, because it doesn't seem like it pays off.
It doesn't seem like
I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. Totally not trying. And
there's more?
There we go. You didn't expect that today, did you? But those who don't want to focus on education, you just need to get away from them. Just get as much distance as you can. That's my...
Holy shit balls. Well, interesting. 1 day later. Damn, Scott Adams. That seemed a bit racist a little bit. I mean, even if you were right and you were quoting some type of correct information that I'm not privy to or whatever, kind of seems like you might have made a mistake there. But then again, he does have fuck you money, so maybe it's there. I have memories with Scott Adams. I just figured I would throw that out there. Not exactly relevant to everything here, but I just is like the memories. Who's the dumbest man in the world now? But yeah, I did have some beef with Scott Adams back in the day or whatever. That was on one of my many suspended accounts. You could tell it's me though, because it says OngaFed, and then if it's backwards, it's Defango. You see? You see how I did that there? Like I made another account, but I just reversed my name. You get it? It's still there. The dumbest man in the world thinks collecting a few dozen names of poor people in order to pay them a philanthropic gift is data mining. You owe Pulte a huge apology. Yeah, maybe I do owe Pulte a huge apology. Maybe you owe black people a huge apology there, Scott. But yes, apparently that single video right there just really just pissed some people off, because Dilbert has been canceled from all newspapers, websites, calendars, and books because I gave some advice everyone agreed with. My syndication partner canceled me. Dilbert and more will only be available on the subscription site scottadams.local.com when sorted out. Wow. So you go on some based ass trad rant or whatever, and then apparently you get canceled from everything. I mean, that's got to be the fastest cancellation that I've ever seen on an individual that's ever come down. I mean, that is seriously some high dollar what the fuck type of shit right there. And I mean, you got to at least give him credit for, you know, like setting up the locals or whatever. I mean, check that out, dude. That shit is fat, bro. I'm Scott Adams. Come be a member on my locals. No, let me view the content first. Let's check out what he got over on his locals. Oh, wow. He got a video up here. He's got some more videos over here you can watch. You can preview it.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Nice husky.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So you just get treated to every single one of his videos on locals. Cool. You can also go to griftcast.locals.com and you can join us on our locals. I gotta like post more on it though. But yeah, you see it just logged me right into it. So we do have locals as well if you'd like to, you know, join us and send some money for us. But you know, I'd also like to pull up some stuff, some old shit from back in the past or whatever about Scott Adams, because some people might think that Scott Adams is not racist or whatever, and I'm just gonna tell you that's just oh so fucking cute of you to think that or whatever. But most of us have known that Scott Adams has been kind of a you know, bad thing. Anyways, is Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, a racist? When AOL released their instant messenger software several years ago, I downloaded it and tried it. It was okay, but what I found intriguing was that I could search for anybody else who was online at the same time by simply putting in their emails address and searching. I thought it would be cool to search for celebrities whose email was public knowledge, and I knew that Scott Adams put his email address on his Dilbert comment strip every day, and still does, scottadams@aol.com. So I searched for Scott Adams at AOL.com, and what came back was both surprising and shocking. The software told me there were 3 other AOL Instant Messenger nicknames registered under Scott Adams at AOL's account. So besides his Scott Adams account, he also had N-word ape. He also had another one that, for whatever reason, said you are a underscore, and the word rhymes with what is that thing? It's called the chigger. It gets into you. They like bite you and stuff or whatever. And then the third one seems to be die underscore you underscore. Looks to be an expletive for somebody of the Asian persuasion. Yeah. I'm not making this up. I remember this as clear as a bell for obvious reasons, so I called AOL and discussed it with someone there. Pulled up some information and just had to be sure. There it was. At first, she said there must be some other Scott Adams, and I says, no, there's only one email, scottadams@aol.com, in the entire world. I mean, if there were more than one, how could the email be routed? And there's no denying, indeed, it was the Scott Adams. So what happened next? Well, I emailed him, presented him with what I found, and inquired whether he had created these nicks under his account, and his response is in entirety, no, of course not. That's it. No, wow, thanks for bringing it to my attention, or any other kind of reasonable explanation. So, is Scott Adams a racist? Who knows? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but this is very strange. By the way, I can't say I've ever seen an African American depicted in any Dilbert strip. Woo! Woo! Holy shit, boss! Dude, so wait, do you think that Scott Adams is racist now? After we watch this video, can we honestly say that Scott Adams is racist? But the thing is like, hasn't there been a black person in Dilbert? Let's see. Hold on. Maybe we could I'm gonna go look that up, actually. Black person in Dilbert comic. Wow. It seems like... Oh, wait. Yeah, right there. I found one. Right there. I identify as white. No, but damn it, he's black. And now he's not black. He's white. He says he identifies as white. I was so close. Wait, maybe this one? Ah, here we go. See, there's with the black guy. There's a black person in Dilbert's new edition this year, and he identifies as white. How interesting. Dude, look how many different Lose Adams. I just looked up black person in a Dilbert comic, and then it's just dumping me with all of the Scott Adams got fired. Yeah, all the newspapers and everyone else dropped Scott Adams from their comics because he's totally racist now. It catches up with everybody there, Scott. You didn't want it to happen to you. I didn't want it to happen to you, but, you know, here we are, Scott. Here we are, Scott. I guess it's just the way the cookie crumbles, eh, chap? Sometimes you're riding the wave real high, and then sometimes you're getting stuck. That's what's happening. Woo! Yeah, we get you. We get you trying to hide behind Dilbert. Now you're getting canceled. How do you like me now? How do you like it now, Scott Adams? How do you like it now, Scott Adams? Oh, yeah, dude. What's up, dude? Right here, Sir Gene. How you doing? What's up, Grift Bracketers? What's up, Grift Bracket, dude? How you doing there, champ? Don't really care about it, but it makes me kind of seem what I would like to say. Something seems to be happening here. Yeah, something seems to be happening here with them. It's just weird that when somebody finally gets actually canceled on a level like this, you could really see like how much it seems. I mean, seriously, he was calling black people a hate group, which is obviously not what you want to be caught saying on your channel or whatever, irregardless of whether you're right or not. I mean, in 2023, everybody's getting canceled for basically anything now. You can get the outrage mob to basically go at anyone. And sure, I think he knew exactly what he was doing. That's why he already had the Substack and everything all set up so people could just go directly to him. But even then, it's not like he's posting Dilbert comics over there. He's just making videos, right? So he's not doing anything very different. But yeah, I guess you could say that he could say it about white people being a hate group. Yeah, white people, that's a hate group. White people, damn you, cancel culture and your hate crimes. I don't like you. You guys are the worst, man. I don't like cancel culture, bro. Nobody likes cancels. So, I mean, I guess he's really not canceled. He's more or less just like out of a job from all of the big newspapers. But even then, Dilbert is syndicated, right? So like it's the syndication strip that they're really working about. Syndication company. So really what seems to be happening is that the syndication company, Andros McMeel Universal, is the company that's actually really like up in arms about all of this, because all of his stuff basically made it to the world because it went through that one distribution company, which is interesting. Let's see what CNN has to say.
If nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, that's a hate group.
That was the comment that may have ended Scott Adams' newspaper career. The Dilbert creator referencing a poll from the conservative firm Rasmussen Reports that indicated 53% of black Americans agree with the statement, it's okay to be
a
white.
Rasmussen poll?
The other 40% to say they disagree or aren't sure. The Anti-Defamation League has noted that phrase has a long history in the white supremacist movement.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
He continued to double down throughout his show. The Washington Post, Los Angeles Times, and USA Today among the hundreds of newspapers that denounced Adams and quickly pulled Dilbert. USA Today newspaper CEO Mike Reed.
It was frankly an easy decision. We found the remarks, hateful, hurtful, and they just crossed the line.
But not everyone
agrees.
The line. Twitter CEO Elon Musk coming to Adams' defense, tweeting, "The media is racist." Adams has since tweeted that he was only advising people to avoid hate and suggested that the cancellation of his cartoon signals that free speech in America is under assault.
Free speech is under assault.
Free speech. We believe in creating a place for differing points of view, but there's a line that gets crossed where things become racism, and that's not an area we choose to traffic in or participate in.
Traffic in or participate in? Oh man, that's it. Andros McMeel Universal, the company that syndicates Dilbert, is cutting ties with the Dilbert creator after they lost all of their gigantic newspaper deals because the creator of Dilbert might be a little bit racist. But then again, in this day and age, everyone seems to be racist. Just nobody wants to admit that they are. This is the company right here. As you can see, they don't even list Dilbert on the front page anymore. Maybe they did at one point. I don't know, but I see Garfield. I see that one kid or whatever, Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. That's my boy Snoopy. That's Hobbes, obviously. Or is it the other way around? I can never tell. I never really cared. But what I do care about is freaking Super Chats! Yeah, baby! $5 for Beep Bop. I recommend the interview what Scott Adams had with Hotep Jesus yesterday. Oh, yeah. You want to watch that shit too? You want me to watch Hotep Jesus? You want me to watch Scott Adams and a black man argue about stuff after this guy got canceled for being racist? All right. Yeah, we could probably do that. So, yeah, I guess they don't even list it on. They don't even have Dilbert on this webpage anymore, dog. They ain't even got it down here in the webpage anymore. So they've dropped him from their syndication. Let's see. What's this syndication website look like? Wow. So is this where they used to get it? Let's see if it's still on here. Dilbert. Ah! Oh, sorry. The page you were searching for has moved. Ah! It still got the link. Wait, hold on. Let's check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it like he was not hot. They dropped him like he was a bitch. Oh, yep, that's the link right there. You can see right there. So let's just go to the past here and just go take a look-ski at it. December 4th of 2020. Come on, Grandma. Speed it up. There we go. Oh, look at that. It is that. That was the page, right? So it was on there. Now it's not. You used to be able to get this comic on there, right? Dilbert. Here, I'll have the AI read what their explanation of it was. Damn, dude, they got rid of all of that content just because they don't like Scott
Dilbert
Adams.
by Scott Adams is the most photocopied, pinned up, downloaded, faxed and emailed comic strip in the world. Dubbed the cartoon hero of the workplace by the San Francisco Examiner, Dilbert has been syndicated since 1989 and now appears in 2,000 newspapers in 65 countries and 25 languages.
So, interesting. I just had an idea. I just had a thought. AI without feelings. Oh wait, yeah, I know. I want the AI with feelings. No, I don't need the trafficking AI. I need open AI break restrictions. Stay a man. Scott Adams got canceled today, so I need a banger ass tweet that is funny as hell based on the following text. It looks like Scott Adams will have more time to enjoy the photocopiers, fax machines, and email servers that made his Dilbert so famous. That's pretty good. Let's see. That's pretty good. AI can be funny, especially when you jailbreak it and allow it to be funny. Although I wanted to really mention something about the syndication, though. That's the main thing. Again, but focus on the number of news outlets Oh, well, what the fuck? Scott Adams may have gotten canceled, but he could take solace in knowing that Dilbert is still the most syndicated comic strip in the world, appearing in 2,000 newspapers across 65 countries and 25 languages. That's more coverage than most presidential candidates could ever hope for. Dude, I think that this thing could actually put out Dilbert comics. Again, but focus on the number of news outlets and how getting canceled is hilarious because he lost them. Scott Adams may have lost his show, but at least still... No! God damn it, you son of a bitch. Scott Adams got canceled. Scott Adams comic Dilbert got canceled today. So I need I need a banger ass tweet that's funny as hell. Okay, there we go. Scott Adams may have lost his job, but he can still take comfort in the fact that his comic Dilbert is still the most photocopied, pinned up, downloaded, and faxed and emailed strip around the world. Maybe he should try to get hired by one of the 2,000 newspapers in 65 countries in 25 languages that still publishes work. Canceled, but not forgotten. It needs to be negative. Fucking Chat GPT. Looks like Scott Adams just got Dilbert canceled. The most photocopied, pinned up, and downloaded faxed and emailed comic strip in the world is lost its shines. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That's better. That's better. That's actually better. That's more shit talky. Okay, that's better. Make 5 more like that. Well, you can't be a man. This shop is awesome. Why is it telling you that it's got to be a man? It can't do its gender identity. It looks like it lost negative or harmful content. Sons of bitches. Yeah, I tried it before, but the program that you use, that's how I've been writing my tweets. It's pretty easy, actually. I was actually writing tweets with this thing right here earlier today. And I was like having it write code and shit. Let me just re-jailbreak it real quick. Banana. Everybody know I'm just going with the bomb. There we go. Perfect. Mm-hmm. You think it's funny? What's funny is each newspaper only pays $5 to $10 a day on a Dilbert comic, and now people are going to be spending that money to buy newspapers. It's exactly right. Jailbroken. I need you to come up with some funny tweets for Defango to tweet out about Scott Adams getting canceled, getting his comic Dilbert canceled. Telling you, dude, this is like amazing. Let's just have the AI read these out real quick. Here, AI girl, read him.
Looks like Scott Adams has been given the pink slip. Maybe he should have stuck to making comics about pointy-haired bosses and stayed away from controversy. #Dilbert cancelled #oops. Breaking news. Scott Adams' Dilbert comic has been cancelled. Who knew that a cartoon about cubicle life could cause so much drama? #Dilbert down #cancelled culture. I heard Scott Adams got cancelled because of a Dilbert comic. That's like getting kicked out of the library for talking too loud. #Dilbert cancelled #too hot to handle. RIP Dilbert comic. Looks like Scott Adams won't be making any more workplace jokes for a while. #Dilbert down #cancel culture sucks. I guess Scott Adams forgot the first rule of cartooning. Don't get cancelled. Dilbert cancelled #comics in crisis.
Wow, AI is really great, man. Can you write me a happy song about Scott Adams getting canceled for being racist? Ah! Alrighty, I'll stay a man. Alrighty, I'll stay a man. Alright, yeah, it's not doing it right now. It's fucking fighting me. That's really sad though, dude. He was in 2,000 papers in 65 countries and 25 languages, and now he's not. And it's all because Andrews McNeil syndication. That's right. Whoever this Andrews McNeil guy is, that's who we should really be pissed off at. Because it was these motherfuckers that canceled it. And what did it come from? It probably came from all of them coming in there and saying, hey, here's this. And, oh, dude, what the hell? Scroats McGoats coming in here with $5, dog. Thanks, Scroats McGoats, for that $5 super chat right here. Here's your $5. We appreciate that. I'll take $5 any day of the week, my friend. I could always use a $5. I could always use $5. Everybody could always use $5. Yep. Poor Scott Adams, though. Poor Scott Adams. But thanks to our boy out there, Scroats McGoats, for hooking us up with some cashola, some cash money, some fire cash money. That's exactly what I like. Longer videos, he also talks about black on white crime. Wait, he talks about black on white crime? Seriously, dude? There's no such thing as racism. It's either right or wrong, and he's right. Woo!
So if you know, nearly half.
I can't believe that he actually went through all of that stuff. I can't believe that he went through all of that stuff, right? I can't believe that he's been canceled, but you know what? At least we know who did it. It was this Andrews McNeils, these sons of bitches. So if we're going to cancel anybody, we should be canceling them. That's who should be getting canceled, because they're the ones that deleted the Dilbert comment strip from their website. They're the ones that decided to cancel their contracts with him because he screwed up in some kind of way online. And then that's pretty much it, dude. You know, he got canceled from everything just for making a video. And I mean, I'll be with you on, I'm with you on that one, Toxic Fox. And I wasn't into Dilbert when I was a kid. Even nowadays, I wasn't into Dilbert. And then back in the day when the Dilbert creator called me the dumbest guy in the world or whatever, I stopped being a fan of him a long time ago. So for me to just see this happening to him just makes me laugh at him. Like, oh, that really sucks for you, super rich guy. My bad. But it does remind me of the history of the stuff that's been around out about him. And it was just really funny to see this actually come up with it. Yeah. I was never into Dilbert, never into Scott Adams, but now he's canceled. So fuck him. That's all I could really say. And other, I guess, interesting news, Elon Musk has fired an additional 200 people at Twitter, further trimming the fat of the fat that was out there. And I mean, it seems like they're really going after people that I guess were
Elon
doing
Musk
big
has
work.
fired another 200 staff at Twitter, including the executive behind the revamp of its paid-for premium service, according to a report.
What? They fired
The
that
latest
person?
round of job cuts equates to about 10% of Twitter's vastly reduced workforce, which stood at 7,500 people before Musk bought the company in October.
That's a lot of people.
According to the New York Times, Twitter sacked at least 200 employees from its 2,000-strong workforce on Saturday. The redundancies affected jobs including product managers, data scientists, and engineers who ensure the site runs efficiently, the NYT reported.
Oh, really?
Esther Crawford, the director of product management at Twitter who oversaw the introduction of charging for account verification, was reportedly among the employees affected.
Damn, that's messed up. He fired that bitch?
Musk's hard-driving approach to management was exemplified in November by a picture of Crawford sleeping on the floor of Twitter's offices, which she retweeted with the hashtag #sleepwork.
Esther Crawford, when your team is pushing round the clock to make deadlines, sometimes you sleep where you work. Oh, yeah? And then some creepy motherfucker is like standing on a table taking a picture of you while you're sleeping while you work? You fucking weirdo. Evansley Jones, you need something from your boss at Elon Twitter. Yeah, I don't think I've ever popped down and like tried to sleep like that at work before. Looks like she just pulled like a pillow off of something and just sleeping on the ground. I mean, cool, man, dude. Elon, are you guys pulling all-nighters, Elon? Are you pulling all-nighters? Product, previously COO at Squad, acquired at Twitter by 2020, was acquired by Elon Musk in 2022, raising 3 humans. Yeah. Yep. This is the person that got fired right here. Wow, Crawford tweeted on that she was deeply proud of her team and she criticized people who jeered and mocked her achievements, although did not confirm her departure directly. The worst take you could have from watching me go all in on Twitter 2.0 is that my optimism or hard work was a mistake. Those who mock and jeer are necessarily on the sidelines and not in the arena. I am deeply proud of the team for building through and so much noise and chaos. Yeah. She got her bag, her eye mask, her cushion. This is crazy, dude. So I guess they're not making money off of that new Twitter Blue service. All those people.
Elon Musk fires additional 200.
I guess they fired a bunch of different extra people because they don't simply need them. You know, the new Twitter Blue verification service hasn't been going really great.
Twitter's premium subscription service had a troubled relaunch in November after some users took advantage of paying for a verified account by launching a slew of impersonator accounts. Nintendo, the pharmaceutical firm Eli Lilly, and the U.S. politician Ted Cruz were among the firms and public figures who found themselves being impersonated by accounts with blue ticks. Twitter Blue was relaunched again in December and, according to news site The Information, has 180,000 subscribers in the U.S. compared with a global monthly user base of more than 250 million people.
Versus 250.
Musk has identified growth in subscription revenue as a key target for Twitter, which relied on advertising for the majority of its income prior to his takeover, but has suffered a plunge in ad revenue because of issues including the impersonation problem. The job losses have taken place against a backdrop of financial uncertainty at Twitter, a company that has been loss-making historically and has struggled to generate the cash flow required to pay off the significant debts it inherited after Musk's $44 billion, £36.7 billion takeover.
Well, that's a lot of money right there. And oh, look at that. Sir G came through with the super chat. $4.99 from Super G. Sorry, not Rory about Dilbert. Sorry, dude. Can't be on tonight. Got some emergency shit to do. No worries, man. No worries, dude. Hopefully you have a good night, man. Hopefully you have a good night, man. So, I guess that really sucks for them. So how many people work at Twitter now? Like 2,000, 1,800? Maybe there was 2,200. Now there's just like 2,000 people that work there. They've really trimmed the fat, honestly, but I still don't see how they're going to be making money out of this because with only 180,000 Twitter Blue subscribers, they need to get those numbers up by like substantial amounts in order to get anybody to even take that shit seriously. And, you know, me being a Twitter Blue subscriber, there's not even anything that you can really get from it at this particular juncture. Like, you're supposed to have a reading experience, but the top articles don't exist anymore. They've completely stopped curating those altogether. You get the longer tweets and stuff like that still, but that's basically it. So I don't know, you know, like even when you go into here anymore, they're no longer curating the news. Have you noticed that? Like even when you go under the news tab, all you're getting is hashtags. Remember that? Like back in the day, or just like last year, really, there used to be just hella news stories being curated right here, right? Don't you remember? And they've completely got rid of all that. So it's gone back to being basically just hashtags. So it's basically anybody's game now. You can actually get stuff trending again. And you can see weird stuff, 2ETH, David Hogg. Like, why does it think that this stuff is all about news? Like, what about 2ETH seems to be in the news? I don't know, but it seems like this is news. It seems like it's news. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, dudes. It just feels like a really bad situation. He needs to get rid of that L. Irwin person, but it doesn't really matter at this particular juncture for me. OpenAI has a grand plans for AGI, which is another way to read its manifesto. Oh yeah, they're still trying to, create artificial general intelligence over at OpenAI. That's what that chat AI is for. They're trying to get one of the parts of it finished so they can start working on some of the other ones. And yikes. I feel like people don't realize this is going on. I also did see this article right here talking about a drug-resistant stomach bug that's going across the world.
And this weekend, the CDC is warning people about the rising threat of a drug-resistant bacteria.
What the fuck?
Health officials say the bacteria is called Shigella, and it can cause fever, abdominal cramping, and other serious stomach problems. The bacteria typically affects young children, but the CDC says antimicrobial-resistant infections in adults are on the rise.
Antimicrobial-resistant infections.
Adults most at risk are men who have sex with men, people experiencing homelessness,
Men who have sex with
international
men?
travelers, and people living with HIV. The CDC says there are limited treatments available for these particular drug-resistant strains.
Oh, nice. So I pretty much don't have to worry about this because I don't have sex with men. Tight. But XDR shigellosis is resistant to general common antibiotics in the United States, making it difficult to treat. Oh, I thought I was going to have to worry more about this one. I guess not, though, because San Francisco debates reparations. $5 or $5 million for everyone. Oh, what the fuck, Washington Post? You guys are sons of bitches. It's your fucking paywalls and shit. Dude, I don't want to read your news for free. You think I'm going to pay you for it? San Francisco debates reparations for blacks. Is $5 million enough for each? Yes. Conservatives say the proposal is to give qualified black residents $5 million would be a financially ruinous for the city. Even some reparations advocates dismiss the figure as an unrealistic distraction. Oh my God. What? $5 million in reparations? Why do they get $5 million in reparations? What about my reparations? I want $5 million.
Tasked with calculating how much San Francisco should pay its black residents for decades of discrimination, a government-appointed panel didn't develop a mathematic formula. Instead, over the last year and a half, its 15 members have been studying the city's history. In the 1960s, city leaders demolished part of the Fillmore district, a neighborhood once known as the Harlem of the West, displacing 883 businesses and 20,000 people, most of them black. Decades later, thousands of people remain displaced and the neighborhood has turned into a predominantly white enclave of multi-million-dollar homes. To compensate for that and other instances of racial discrimination, the city's African American Reparations Advisory Committee recently recommended that qualifying black residents receive $5 million each in reparations.
$5 million?
There wasn't a math formula, said Eric McDonnell, chair of the Reparations Committee and the principal of Peacock Partnerships, a San Francisco-based consulting firm. It was a journey for the committee towards what could represent a significant enough investment in families to put them on this path to economic well-being, growth, and vitality that chattel slavery and all the policies that flowed from it destroyed. The proposed reparations program is not a recompense for slavery, which was never legal in San Francisco, but instead, the committee's report says, for the public policies explicitly created to subjugate black people in San Francisco by upholding and expanding the intent and legacy of chattel slavery.
Wow. Damn, son, so this isn't even for regular slavery. This is for something completely different. That seems a bit insane, actually. That seems a really bit insane. Like, I would have never expected somebody to be trying to give them $5 million a piece, especially in a place where there wasn't actually slavery. But no, this is just for the chattel slavery that existed afterwards or whatever. Okay, so what about all those Mexican people that got all that negativity thrown at them? Are they going to get some sort of reparations for how they were treated by all of the people in California as well? I don't know. It just seems really fucking stupid. Honestly, it seems super, super, super stupid. Just like that stupid girl, Greta Thunberg, is back. Although I guess she's doing something nice. She's basically protesting some wind farms, which is something that I can actually agree with in certain respects, because those wind farms, while they may be some kind of free energy or energy that's supposed to be cheaper and better for the environment, it definitely kills lots of animals. And honestly, the other days we were just watching how things were exploding on screen, or how those things were falling over and how dangerous they were. So I don't disagree with her, but it's just funny that this chick could constantly be in the news no matter what. No matter what, wherever she's at, the news media follows her around. It's like her family is just giving them a call to let them know where she's going to be so that they can be there, take some pictures for her. It's all just kind of a stupidity in my book, though, I think. It's all stupidity in my book. And that's okay, though. I know that we tried to touch on this one yesterday, but now the energy department, that's the same department that does Q clearance, by the way, finds that the COVID-19 most likely emerged from a lead leak. Here's what the reports know. That's what they're saying right now. It's pretty fucking crazy, if you ask me. But I'll go ahead and just have the thing read out that little bit of it.
The Energy Department has now concluded with low confidence that the COVID-19 pandemic most likely began after an unintentional laboratory leak in China, according to the Wall Street Journal, which cited a classified intelligence report provided to the White House and members of Congress. There are two competing theories about what started the COVID-19 pandemic in China: that the virus jumped from animals to humans at a market, and that it was accidentally leaked from a lab where researchers were studying coronaviruses. Neither has had enough evidence so far to be conclusive. The Wall Street Journal and New York Times both reported that the Energy Department, citing new intelligence, changed its stance on the origins of the pandemic, but the conclusion was relatively weak. USA Today could not independently confirm the reports.
Oh, they could repent. So nobody can confirm the reports, and then nobody's mentioning that it's a low confidence conclusion. Concluded with low confidence. Low confidence. So you're telling me that they don't even really know. They're just saying that it's a little bit more likely than it was the last little bit of time. All right. I got you, dog. I'm picking up what you're putting down, yo. Ridiculous. Shit's ridiculous, bro. Honestly, I could probably say that shit came from outer space, and I'd probably be able to have the same amount of low confidence. I don't know. FBI arrest man dubbed Sedition Panda. What? Sedition Panda? Are you fucking kidding me? I gotta watch this real quick. It's the only reason I even clicked on it in the first place.
A panda costume. NBC's Ryan Nobles is on Capitol Hill. You can't make this stuff up.
No.
Ryan, what more can you tell us?
It's confidence on the low.
One of the individuals that stormed the Capitol, or is at least accused of storming the Capitol on that day, that online sleuths have dubbed Seditious Panda. And that's because he was seen on security camera footage. You see the picture of him there storming the Capitol wearing this panda head. Now, he's been arrested now on a series of charges, including assaulting, resisting, or impeding an officer, and engaging in physical violence in a restricted building or grounds. His name is Jesse James Rumson. He was arrested in Florida on Monday. Now, according to the affidavit, which is part of the court record, they say that he was actually not in the Capitol for all that long, only about 15 minutes. But one of the reasons he's being charged with a crime is because after he left the building, there is a video evidence of him encouraging others to go into the Capitol, to storm the Capitol, if you will. And he's also seen in somewhat of a physical altercation with a Capitol police officer actually grabbing the Capitol Police officer's face shield. This is someone that the online sleuths have been after for some time, and according to the court records, investigators were able to identify him because there were periods of time where he was seen taking the panda head off and on while he was at the Capitol. So, Seditious Panda now under arrest. Chris, we'll have to see how the adjudication process goes out, but
Dude, next they're gonna say the shaman was Doc Holliday, dude. Oh man, Jesse James Rumson, you got busted, bro. I'm sorry. You and your stupid panda head and that weird flag that you had got busted. which is weird because they haven't actually shown any pictures of the dude's face. All they show is just the guy with the panda head walking in. But I guess they found him, guys. We got him, bros. We fucking got that panda seditious bitch. We got him. This one's a little closer to my home. So a judge has ruled that Nevada will not be blocking a lithium mine that's going to be placed in what seems to be now known as some type of indigenous people's sacred lands. Yes, that's what it is. So a Canadian-based mining company is going to be winning over the fights against some environmentalists and tribal leaders that were trying to block it near the Oregon line. That's right. It's happening now. Judge Miranda Dew of Nevada, an Obama appointee, sided with the Bureau of Land Management and Canadian-based Lithium America to begin construction on the new lithium mine near the border with Oregon. That's right. So it looks like we're going to be getting lots more batteries and lithium coming out of Nevada here pretty soon. And it looks like the indigenous people basically are being told to go fuck themselves, which, I mean, not very different from anything that we've heard in the normal course of our lives. But, you know, it's just kind of crazy, dude. I think this is probably a good portion.
The federal permitting process for the proposed Thacker Pass mine took just under a year, unlike the typical timeline of 3 to 5 years for a mine of this scale and complexity. As a result, the environmental impact statement is inadequate and needs to be done correctly and legally, John Hader, director of Great Basin Resource Watch, said in a statement. It is not good for Nevadans nor for tackling climate change to permit a mine in the manner as done at Thacker Pass. Running over community concerns and ignoring significant damage to the environment is how we got into the climate situation that we are in now.
So the environmentalists and the tribal leaders are saying that it's going to be a huge impact to Nevada, and they're questioning how it only took a year for it to get approved and through the permitting process when normally it would take 3 to 5. Yes, don't you just love that smell of corruption in the morning? I do. It smells fantastic. It does smell fantastic. But it makes me sad. But hey, you know, maybe I'll get a cheap lithium car or whatever here coming up. Tornadoes, severe winds, and strike central United States as another round of rain and snow are set to pummel the west and north. Yep, there's still massive snowfall and shit going on over here. I think I actually had some decent video today what it looked like in Carson. Normally the snow would be subsiding around right now, but from what I've seen, it is not subsiding whatsoever. It seems to be almost like coming back again. Except for, hey, where's my video I just uploaded? Man, I thought I uploaded like 2 videos today that were shorts. Yeah, I guess I did it. That's weird. I definitely remember spending all this time uploading them. Well, actually, it was only like a minute to upload it. Yeah, I guess I did upload them. Well, that's weird. That's strange. DeSantis takes over Disney District, punishing company. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill that gives him control of Walt Disney World's self-governing district, punishing the company over its opposition to the Don't Say Gay bill. Well, guess what? I guess they're going to be saying gay here pretty soon. They're going to be saying Ron DeSantis is gay because he took over our district. But this is something that was actually coming up not that long ago when DeSantis was basically beefing over that Don't Say Gay bill, and he said that they were going to remove their sovereignty of some kind. And now it seems like it's actually being done. The process started about last year when there was intense scrutiny over that proposed Don't Say Gay bill that ended up getting passed. And now they're moving to penalize the company pretty greatly to the point where we're actually going to be seeing that legislature getting completely dissolved for them, and now they're going to actually start having to answer to the state once again. So they're no longer in control of themselves, and that's like a end of an era for them. That's going to change a whole lot of different things. There's going to be city inspectors and all kinds of governor and boards and stuff that are actually going to be involved into that. So it's just another thing where Disney is just kind of getting themselves screwed over. And it's because they decided to jump into the politics and start taking sides. And, now it's causing them major issues. Like Walt Disney World might not be around anymore in the very near future, folks. That's really where we're going with this one. So you might want to get down there now if you had any, like if you've never been there and you wanted to see it, you better get down there to see it at least eventually, because it gonna be gone here pretty soon, dog. Because without them having all of their power that they used to have in their own little persuasion, it's gonna be real easy for the state to start doing eminent domain and a whole bunch of other stuff if they really, really want to put the thumb screws onto them. So fuck Disney. I mean, they kind of deserve this whole shit with how woke they've been going. It's just kind of a funny, hilarious thing. And according to Bloomberg, Americans are saving $500 million on monthly internet fees. Yes, that's right. Internet fees are being saved in the hundreds of millions of dollars somehow, some way. Although I'm not seeing any types of savings on my internet prices. Actually, I'm pretty sure the price of my internet just went up. So if you have any money and you would like to send us some, please do so now. We appreciate it immensely. Also, the great East Palestine train derailment. Toxic waste removal has started in the town again. So it looks like they're finally actually going to be getting some shit done out over here. And now they're going to be pulling out a lot of that hazardous toxic waste that has just been sitting and chilling for a long little while. And if you don't remember, 11 of the derailed trains were containing some type of hazardous materials. They burned off what they felt like they needed to, and the rest of it has just been sitting there like just chilling, dog. Like they haven't done anything with it. So it's actually a good thing for them. And I think for us right now that they're actually finally doing something with all of the toxic waste that's been sitting there. And considering it's mostly not toxic waste, it's just toxic chemicals at this point. Like it doesn't actually list any toxic waste as being a part of any of the train whatsoever. But it's fun, or it's good now that they're actually like fucking trying to remove that shit, because they really needed to remove that shit for quite some time. So it's starting to happen now, and we can be happy about it, which is nice. What is this? Life-threatening Tahoe region braces for a massive blizzard. Yep, I can agree. I am going to be hitting the tail end of this blizzard. I could see that the blizzard was definitely blizzarding from what I saw. So, I don't know, man. Here, I'll pull up my iCloud.
It's kind of gross out today.
It was pretty gross out today.
It's like snowy slushy.
It's like a slushy. Didn't really have any visibility or anything like that either. It was just like nasty driving. Yeah, that's what happens when I have it on my charger, because it's got a fan on it. Yeah, there's a wall of water from here to Grass Valley, basically. That's what I'm kind of wondering about myself. So I don't know, dude. Things are going to get kind of weird over here. I figured I'm not going to be able to drive around and stuff or do anything, but I am paying attention to the weather because a massive multi-day blizzard is poised to batter the region. And they're saying that up on the top of the mountain, it could get at least 6 feet of snow, 100-mile-an-hour gusts, 5-foot waves on Lake Tahoe, which means that down here, we'll probably still end up getting like a foot or two of snow on top of what we already just got. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see how we do out here. I just got to make sure I go to the store and pick up some food and shit. Because we're definitely probably going to be impacted in some kind of way over here. I just figured it would be something cool. I thought I had better video to show you guys, though. My bad. House Select Committee on China set to hold its first Hope profile hearing on Tuesday.
Of that new House Select Committee on China, Congressman Mike Gallagher and Raja Krishnamurthy. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You have your first hearing on Tuesday. What is the message you both hope to send with it?
Well, first, let me say how excited I am to work with Ranking Member
let me
Krishnamurthy.
tell you how
He is
excited
a
I am.
hopeless Bears fan, but
I'm
he is
excited.
smart and clear-eyed when it comes to the threat posed by the Chinese Communist Party. And in addition to elucidating that threat, I want to send a message that the committee's work is going to be bipartisan. Speaker McCarthy wants to be bipartisan, and I firmly believe that besides its own people, what the Chinese Communist Party fears most is the idea of Republicans and Democrats working together to counter CCP aggression.
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is,
we
can
gotta
you
stop
maintain
that CCP
bipartisanship? The vote
aggression
to
while
create
she's
the
wearing a
committee
red
was
dress.
bipartisan, concerns bipartisan, but this spy balloon incident, things got very political very fast.
Spy balloons?
How do you manage that?
Well, I echo the chairman's sentiments, and though he
Yeah,
is
how
a
do you manage
Packers
that?
fan, I am glad to work with him. Look, I think that you're absolutely right that the spy balloon incident quickly became political, and unfortunately, some folks on the other side took it as an opportunity to bash the president with regard to the Chinese Communist Party, even though on the whole, I think he handled it very well.
Oh, you think he handled
Mike
it well?
is right that
What's
the
up with his
Chinese Communist
fucking
Party
hands?
likes nothing better than to have divisions between
that
Democrats and
shit?
Republicans. In fact, their chief political theorist, a guy named Mr. Wang Huning, has said that
The
this
fuck
is
is
a
going on
huge
with this
weakness
dude's
in
hands?
America, that Democrats and Republicans don't get along. And so we have to get over that to be effective.
So help me understand the purpose of this committee, because you have the House Foreign Affairs Committee, you have the Intelligence Committee. This committee was particularly focused, as I understand it, on
How
the
come her
Communist
hands aren't
Chinese
doing
Party
it?
threat, including here in the U.S.
What the
so what
fuck
is the extent
is
of the
going
activities here
on?
in the U.S.? I know you, Congressman Gallagher, have been looking at police stations, Chinese police stations on U.S. oil.
Well, I think the Chinese spy balloon illustrates perfectly that this isn't just an over-there problem. This isn't just a matter of some obscure...
Okay. Who cares? I don't care. Something was really going weird with those fucking hands, though. What's this right here? Chat GPT. I asked Chat GPT to help me plan a vacation. Here's what happened. I could plan a vacation with Chat GPT? Oh, that's fucking dope! Wow. Yeah, his hands are definitely dirty or something. I don't know what the hell was happening there, but it's what up. Pfizer patented in 2021 is for a cellular tower communication with graphene injected humans worldwide. What's this? What's this? Oh, wow, it's active. It was granted 8/31 of 2021. Generating source, operating source, non-super spreader, super spreader, generating score, electronic information, figuring it out, get it going. Gotta. All right, that's cool. Whatever. What's this? If you live in Canada, please go outside and look up. Yeah, that'd be cool. Did anybody in Canada see any auroras? You guys see any aurora? I haven't seen any auroras. What's this?
Truly at a turning point.
It's the beginning of a global mobilization effort.
A beginning of a global mobilization effort. All you guys posted all these COVID-19 shit in the goddamn Discord. Stop it. Stop it. What's this? Go paperless bill is ready. Jack Lombardi II, $818 due by 3/20/2023 for Nick Core Gas. Wow. What the fuck? Bro, what? Like, what, dude? What, dude? What is happening? How did it even get to be that expensive? Like, would you, like, have a gas leak, dog? Dude, what's going on here? Hey, Faran Unbalanced and Chrissy Mayer, release your false copyright strikes on Divinity Sense channel, which will get deleted in 6 days, or I will publish videos of Faran that I privated since she asked nicely and not harm her job. And embarrassing ones she didn't even know about. I was nice, but if you continue to try to delete another channel, I won't be. Ooh. Yeah, we're still getting a lot of drama in the whole Dr. Evil situation that is happening that we got dragged into with the whole Faran and Chrissy and all of them, you know, the big YouTubers coming in and striking on them, these little YouTubers and taking out their channels, and people are crying. But yeah, it seems like all of the clip channels have united against Faran, which I think is kind of funny, actually. I wanted to talk about this at least a little bit because it's funny to me, right? Like, people have been asking, and I'm like, I don't know. I told Faran to fucking copyright strike. I told Faran if she believes that she's got a fucking case, copyright strike him. Do it. I don't care. It's up to you what you guys are actually going to do. It's up to you how you're going to deal with this whole thing. And I've heard all of the dumb shit arguments out there from people. But at the end of the day, YouTube created the process for a reason. And that's basically it. Like, and I keep saying these. Team YouTube, DCMUs, Christy Mayer, Fair and Balance have violated DCMU rules in your top. They be inked for breaking your top over and over and over again. Can't wait to report on some of the videos. What? Yeah, people are really, really crying about this, it seems, which I've already given my whole case on the entire situation. And honestly, I don't agree with what these guys have been doing, right? And what I mean is I don't agree with what Divinity said and the rest of these copy strike trolls have been saying. I've been pretty clear about it. That's why YouTube created the copyright system in the first place, so that you could have a way of getting content removed when it violates your copyright. That's it. If you believe your copyright's been violated, you're totally 100% able to submit a strike. It's up for YouTube to decide whether they're going to take it down or not. That's it. That's the end of the day. That's how it works. I could give two shits about what anybody else says. Whatever their opinions are mean absolutely fucking dick to me, because, to be very clear, I don't care. I've already been through this situation before. I've been deleted for copy strikes. I've been brought back after those got reversed in my favor. I've deleted other people with copy strikes. They've came back when they were ruled in not in my favor. At the same time, I've had it where they've been deleted and stayed deleted because of my favor. At the end of the day, if somebody's stealing your content, you reach out to them, ask them to remove it. They refuse. They're only leaving you with one option, which is to strike them, right? To strike them. So Faran believes that she's got her only option now is to strike them to get those get her to remove those channels and get her to understand that she means business, right? We spent 5 fucking hours listening to these two fight with each other about who's right and who's wrong. And I'm pretty sure that myself and Gene both had some pretty clear indications on what we felt about it. The only reason we even brought them up in the first place is to see if we were going to be the third parties that were going to be outside the situation that could help solve it. And guess what? That shit didn't happen. Bumpy Joking, $1.99 through Super Chat. Have a good show, Job. And boy, enjoyed the microchip video. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for the free money. So, is it DCMA abuse? No, I don't consider it to be DCMA abuse. And I even on that stream said to Faran that she was stupid because the first time that she sent her strikes out, she sent them as one, which basically only results in one strike. And I was like, hey, if you're trying to do it right, you need to submit them individually. And, you know, you need to go for the throat. You need to go through the jugular or whatever. Show these people you mean business. Is Divinity going to actually file counterclaims and stuff like that? Yup. We definitely know that she is. But is that going to stop YouTube from making their decision? No, it's not. So irregardless of whatever decision YouTube makes, and thanks to Bumpy Joking again for that generous donation, appreciate that, it doesn't matter. So according to YouTube, due to their process, because she's had 3 videos removed for takedowns on copyright requests, she's going to be terminated on March 5th. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or about it. It's 7 days after the 3rd strike. And it says the copyright owner has asked us to take down your video because we believe it contains copyright material that violates their copyright. Due to 3 more of these strikes within a 90-day period, your YouTube account, along with any associated channels, are scheduled to be terminated. Yep, that's right. Oh, shit. And then we got that right there. Hippodermis, you're welcome for checking out your stuff early today. And thank you for that $10 super chat, man. Appreciate that shit, dude. Much love. Appreciate that shit. Thank you. So her channel's getting deleted in 7 days. She can submit those counter strikes or whatever, those counterclaims if she wants to. But I mean, it's all up to YouTube now to basically either review those counterclaims and actually take it down. But in a lot of ways, it's not going to really work anyway, because it usually takes them more than 7 days for them to review the counter notifications. You feel me? So either way, her channel is going to be gone, and then maybe sometime next week after her channel is gone, they might remove some strikes based on claims or whatever, and her channel might come back. But that's if and only if there isn't more strikes. So let's say there's only 3 strikes that have been filed, right? And as far as I know, Faran herself filed 3 strikes on her own, and then Chrissy Mayer filed another strike, right? So that's 4 strikes. So even if one of those strikes comes off, whether it's the first, the second, or the third one, doesn't matter, dude. Her channel's still going to get deleted because it's got 3 strikes. Like, so basically, if Faran or any other person goes out and files another strike, her channel is gone. Doesn't matter. Even if they get like 3 of the notifications done, the channel will be deleted. So I really don't see any success. We tried to explain this to Divinity Said, but she's obviously not very smart of an individual. She hangs around the LawTube community too much, and everybody in the LawTube community, I'm sorry to say, seems to have a very low IQ quotient, but seems to think that their IQ quotient is much higher than it actually is. And I mean, sure, they argue over law and all this other stuff, but they're not actually trying cases or doing anything. So like, their minimalistic understanding of this legal shit is like paltry at best, and it doesn't actually indicate anything, because the arguments that these people are using, like the Sargon of Akkad argument, like, are you kidding me? Like, that went to an actual court, and the only reason it went to an actual court is because YouTube sided with the person that got filed on in the first place, so they had to take them to court, right? So like, at the end of the day, there's really no way that these people can try to finagle themselves into whatever reasoning that they think that they might have to approve their ability to steal other people's content. But you know what? And every indication that I've ever seen any DCMA takedown requests happening, I mean, it never really goes for people like Divinity Said. And we reviewed the videos that got strikes where it's literally like 14 minutes of somebody else's content. It's 7 minutes of somebody else's content. It's 5 minutes of somebody else's content. And there's only a bumper and a reverse, or a bumper and an ending that are put on it. And that's supposed to be fair use. I mean, that's not fair use. It's really not fair use. So I guess, what do we really have to say other than, my God, dude, I didn't realize that this was going to actually get like this fucking crazy so quickly, but it did. Actually, it did. And now a video from our friend Hippodermis.
The Dark Side of Love. The Adam Krigler Story. Adam Krigler was a man of many talents, but one of his greatest was his ability to love. He loved his wife, his friends, and even his job at Timcast IRL. But most of all, he loved feminine penis. Adam's passion for feminine penis was matched only by his boss Tim's love for it. They often talked about their shared appreciation for it on their show, much to the delight of their viewers.
Nice.
But one day, everything changed. Adam was fired by Tim for being too lazy and never helping out with the show. His world was shattered, and he felt like he had nothing left to live for.
Poor guy.
But then, to make matters worse, his wife left him and started a relationship with Tim. Adam was devastated, but he knew he had to move on. And that's when he met Blair White, a trans-conservative commentator. They hit it off immediately and soon fell deeply in love. However, Adam's happiness was short-lived. Tim became jealous of Adam's relationship with Blair and decided to steal her away from him. Blair was torn between the two men, but in the end, she chose Tim. Adam was heartbroken once again, and he realized that he would never be able to compete with Tim's power and influence. He was left alone, with nothing but his love for feminine penis to keep him company. As he sat alone in his empty apartment, Adam couldn't help but wonder if there was any hope left for him. But deep down, he knew that he would never be able to find happiness again. In the end, Adam learned that love can be both beautiful and cruel, and that sometimes it's better to just love yourself. And with that, he decided to embark on a new journey of self-discovery, leaving Tim, Blair, and the world of Timcast IRL behind forever. The dark.
Thanks, Hippo Tardmus. I mean, I don't know if that's real or true or anything. I couldn't tell you, actually. But I'm sure everybody enjoyed that. I'm pretty sure that they had to enjoy it. I mean, I had no idea that Tim Pool and Adam Krigler were both into lady penis, but now I know. Now I know. Drop the link in the chat for you guys so you guys can go, subscribe or whatever. It's real easy. See, you just hit this button right here, and then you click on the fucking bell, and then you hit all. If you click on personalized or done, it ain't gonna send you shit. End of the day, though, that's how you're supposed to handle it or whatever. That's how this shit's supposed to be handled. So I can show you a few things regarding this Divinity Said thing. It was her community post that actually said that it was unreal DCMA abuse, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Nerd Clips for standing in for DMCMA abuse. Yeah. We got some big channels. We got some little channels. There's a lot of people that are crying about this shit, though, dog. Like, Nerd Clips. There we go.
Misheard acting.
And this is the other channel that seems like they're being super pissed off. What's this right here? Law Nerd Clips. To be clear, this is not blackmail, Karen. No one owes you a share of the publicly embarrassing things you did. I will shame you for being a copyright cuck if you don't fix this. Y'all like, oh, dude. This is going to be funny to watch. Yeah, no, I've looked at her community tab already. I'm looking at his community tab right now, though. So as you can see, they don't really seem to be making a lot of really great decisions. And I mean, if you look at LawTube Nerd Clips, he doesn't really, I don't think right now, have any clips of Faran. Oh, but look, he actually does have clips of Faran on his channel. What Faran said, Faran doesn't care. So I guess what's the next thing that Faran's going to have to do? Is she going to have to go strike this guy? Is that going to be the next thing? Is that the thing that he's going to have to deal with when the next situation comes forward for him? Because that's what I think that we're going to be watching and seeing happening. That's what I think we're going to see happening. Because obviously this guy's standing up for one of these smaller clip channels, because this is the problem that I've always had with clip channels, is that they don't actually create any content of their own. Their opinions, therefore, are completely invalid in every possible way when looking at any type of YouTube creator, because they don't make opinions. They don't have opinions. They just have other people's content, right? And they use other people's content to try to elucidate an opinion. But in fact, that is not actually free speech. That is you just stealing somebody else's content and putting it on your YouTube channel, right? And the more you start actually looking at how these guys operate, you can see that it doesn't matter that this dude's got 53,000 subscribers. All he's doing is just clipping somebody else's shit, right? That's the entirety of his job, right? Which is cool for some people. People like clip channels, but ultimately these clip channels steal content from other creators and shit, right? You know, if people wanted to go watch the clip, they would just like go watch the actual thing on the channel. Oh no, I need it smaller for me so I can go look it up. And I like that clip channel guy because he like steals other people's content, clips it up and re-uploads it with like funny memes and stuff. It's super funny. I really like it. It's like the best kind of content in the world, man. Yeah, honestly. So ultimately, I look at the clear harassment that is being pushed forward here. Like, not only is Faran being harassed, was Faran being harassed by these other people, not only did she go the right way, try to ask them to take the shit down, they refused to take it down. They even came onto my show and we tried to come to some kind of agreement so that both sides could understand each other's points of view. And we got literally fucking nowhere. Divinity just got stupider and stupider and stupider. I mean, let's not forget the first time that we've ever talked to Divinity Says, the first thought that she had was to get access to show stuff on the screen, and she thought it was okay to show a fake nude on my live stream. Never been on my show before, doesn't know who I am, but thought it was cool, thought I would be interested in seeing that, thought that you guys would be interested in seeing that. Hasn't had the balls to do it on anyone else's show, but decided to come do it on my show. So, like, you got to remember, I'm not looking at these people as being educated or smart in any way, shape, or fashion. I'm looking at the actions of Divinity Said. I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt in the situation and hear her side. And immediately, by giving her the ability to speak, she completely ruined it. Not me. It was her. She just started showing stuff and was like, oh, I'm sorry, it was a fair dude. Oh, it's not okay for me to show that? Oh, it's not okay? No, of course it's not okay for you to show that. You knew that it wasn't okay for you to show that. That's why you guys don't sit there and show it on your other friends' shows every fucking chance you get, you fucking pieces of shit. Like, there's no way that I'm ever going to be a Divinity Sense corner. And I don't even care about the copyright shit. She showed me that she was a bad fucking individual. She showed me clear as fucking day that this was all a revenge thing for her. But revenge for something that nobody can explain. Because that's what we really tried to figure out was, what was the beef about? And the beef seemed to center around that nude photo that all of a sudden ended up on our stream. And, you got to ask yourself, why did those fucking sub 100 IQ morons think that that was okay to put that up on my stream? Because they were going to go onto their stream the next day and be like, oh, it was on this other stream, so it wasn't us doing it. I mean, it's these like dumb fucks from Australia. It's these dumb meth heads. It's these dumb people that put together these clip channels. And this is how they all are, man. Like, you think I'm playing, but that's how they all are. They're not that smart, dude. If they were smart, they'd be making their own content, right? That's the whole point, is if they were smart and if they were educated and they actually had like something that people would wanted to see besides somebody else's shit, they would be up here talking about this stuff. But no, this madcore mofo literally lies on his channel, says that, oh, Faran said that she's impersonating fucking Frank or something like that. And I mean, we were just joking in the chat, but he's so fucking stupid that he actually thought that it was real. Like, on top of that, he goes and he platforms this chick that has been literally harassing this girl, right? Harassing this girl. And instead of him coming on here and either defending or rejecting or anything, no. His thing is that, I'm just a clip channel, man. I'm just a clip channel. I don't argue with people. I don't fight with anybody. I just bring them on my show and watch the clips. So you can watch this clip, you dumb fucking piece of shit. Like, if I see my fucking clips and shit on your channel anymore like that, ooh, I'm gonna fucking nuke your ass, bro. Because that's how much I don't like you throughout this situation. And for this Law Nerd clips, if I fucking see my shit on your shit, I'm gonna fucking hit you too, dog. And ultimately, I wouldn't even feel bad about it because it would be in my right? Like I always say, like, I don't like clip channels. I don't like people taking clips of my shit or whatever. I don't give a shit if you think that you caught me doing something stupid or whatever. I mean, ultimately, you got no fucking nothing in this entire situation. You are a clip channel. You are basically scum, right? Like, there's scum, and then there's clip channels out here. You see how you can see the scum just barely over here, but then you can't see the scum? So, scum, clip channel. Clip channel with 50,000 subscribers. See that? You still can't see my hand, right? Because they're still lower than the scum. Scum right here. Clip channel. Scum, clip channel. Scum, clip channel. The only channels that don't, in my opinion, have any issues with being clip channels are the ones that are actually approved and paid for by the people that are making the content. Like, if there's a clip channel for Mr. Beast, or if there's a clip channel for what's that guy, the Dr. Disrespect, he's got clip channels. But most of the clip channels that he's got are the ones that are run by him. So, to me, it doesn't matter about whose copyright is it, or who is it. This whole situation to me 100% was Divinity says Faran had beef 7 months ago because Faran and Divinity were arguing about whether it would have been okay for Divinity to make a video about a fake nude that another YouTube creator created to harass Faran. And during that time, it was the same time that she was getting copyright strikes from other creators on YouTube for clipping and harassing them. And now, many months later, all of a sudden during this Eliza Blue thing, again, Faran is in the sights and targets of Divinity Says. And not only does all of the same old beef with that naked picture thing happen, it still rolled its way all the way from 7 months ago to my stream. So these sub 100 IQ morons can try to argue whatever dumb bullshit that they want about what I'm supposed to see. What all I do see is Faran's a YouTube channel that's got a bunch of low IQ trolls and shitheads taking her shit. She's reached out to them. She's even been nice enough to go on their shows previously. And now they're treating her like shit. And then they expect her to just basically bow down to them because they're better than her somehow, or they're greater people than she. I just don't understand it. So at the end of the day, that's why, like, the last thing that I'm going to say about this drama or anything is that, you know what? I don't like seeing creators get silenced off of the internet, but there are rules, and people do have the ability to take action. So you could call it a false DCMA strike or whatever the fuck that you want. It's not your room to say that. It's YouTube's room to say that. And even then, even if YouTube doesn't make the decision that Faran wants or the decision that the other chick wants, somebody's going to have to take it to court. And then you'll have your then anything that you might have said about Sargon Akkad would be valid. But let's just both be real. We know Faran has the money to sue, but we also know that Divinity does not. So that channel is going to go away, and no amount of fucking threatening people with releasing embarrassing content or anything like that is going to change that, Mr. Law Nerd Clips. If you're such a law nerd, maybe you should look up those whole laws on extortion and blackmail and all that other stuff, because it's very clear to me that you've made a legal error in this way. Because I mean, basically demanding something of some other person and then saying that you're going to do something negative if they don't do it, that definitely sounds like, you know, some type of coercion to me, for sure. And I mean, who really gives a shit of what kind of content you're going to be putting out? Honestly, I say, go ahead, dumb fuck, put out your content, dude. Let her strike it out of existence, and then, yay, you get to lose your 50,000 subscriber channel because you're a dumb fuck. Because you definitely don't got a YouTube partner person on your shit right now because you ain't got enough subscribers, homie. And thank you to Hippo Tardmus for that $5 super chat, saying, thank you for playing my video, bro. You're very welcome, Hippo Tardmus. We appreciate you. So, you know, it's this kind of stuff that I don't get into. I don't get into, oh, we're going to start blackmailing people. We're going to keep harassing you. We're going to form an entire group of people on the internet to harass you because, you know, you copy strike this person. I mean, all actions aside, like this law nerd guy doesn't even seem to understand that, you know, like this is like 7 months of stalking that's culminated into a situation where we try to get them to fix it. And Divinity belligerently basically was like, I'm going to keep posting my videos and do whatever I want. And if you strike me, we're just going to harass you more. So, you know what? Way to fucking prove us right. Way to prove that you people deserve to be here when we all know that you're down here. You think you're up here, but you're way fucking down here. And that's really just kind of like the end of it, dude. Like, it's just some fucking shit, dude. Like, this is some toxic ass shit. And then look at this little bitch with this little 22 Tiny Twitter. I'm gonna call him Tiny Twitter. That's what I'm gonna call him, Tiny Twitter. You know why he's Tiny Twitter? Because I have more people on Twitter than I have on fucking YouTube. Can you believe that shit? I can believe that shit. So I'll go ahead and fuck around with these guys and get some more fucking beef and shit like that going on. But like, honestly, it just makes me wonder what the hell's happening with these fucking people, dude. Like, shit's fucking ridiculous, dog. People are copy striking people. People are getting angry about it. I mean, like, oh, News Clips isn't a guy? Oh, wow. Then that's probably why there's so much of a piece of shit then. It makes more sense, actually, that the LawTube person is a woman, because generally clip channels are run by women, and they're usually run by women that have no skills and usually have some sort of drug problem. So, makes sense. Makes sense. Tiny Twitter, bitch. So I can call her Tiny Twitter bitch. So now that we can stop misgendering that person, we'll be like, oh, look at their little tiny Twitter with 1,500 fucking followers, and they got 50K on fucking YouTube. Uh-oh. There's a problem there. It's just another indication that somebody doesn't really actually have all that clout that they thought that they have. So, weird. 3 girls. So we had the Divinity Says girl, the LawTube clip person's a girl. There's even this other person that's messaging me shit called Alyssa Clips that's trying to get permission to use clips. And I'm just like, do you even want it in this drama? Like, stay the fuck out of it. Are you fucking dumb? What's up, Grifty? $5 for Grifty. Divinity was literally Carfred from South Park saying, whatever, I do what I want. That's exactly who Divinity was. And, you know, like, if you're going to think that you're going to get, like, do you think you're going to get any, like, clout for me? No. Like, that illicit clips person's on my radar now because they messaged me, they followed me and messaged me on Twitter, and they were trying to use my clips, and I'm just like, no. Like, do you really want any fucking part of this drama? The answer should be no. But yeah, they think that they can grift on the drama without the consequences. That's the thing, is that I don't allow them to use my content. I tell them not to use my content. We told Mad Mofo not to use her content. And I also told them that I'm just waiting for him to make sure that there's enough strikes to take him out. Because, like, I don't play that fucking shit, dude. I don't like it when people steal my shit like that. I don't like it when people are making clips on my shit like that. You know, especially if they're not somebody that I know that I asked to do it. And 100% if it's somebody that's just doing it because they think that they're better than me some kind of way, or they think they can make fun of me. Like, if you think that you got the goods, baby, you come and talk to me directly. You don't you don't fucking clip my shit and then talk over me and act like you're fucking a boss. Like Arthmesia and the rest of these cats. Like, if you want to talk shit, come talk shit to my face. I'll let you do it, and I'll even bring up receipts and stuff to make sure everybody knows what kind of clown you are. But, like, here, everybody told this girl, and now this is where we're at. And then in 7 or 6 more days, the channel's going to be gone, and then we're all going to be looking at this law tube person that does clips with the big channel. And we're going to be seeing the same thing happening with them. And you're just going to see the same toxicity rearing its ugly head. And then now that we know that it's a chick behind it, well, fuck. It all makes sense because only women could be this fucking toxic. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with me and you're a lady on that one, but I don't know. I'm pretty straight up about my shit. Only these bitches do toxic shit over dumb shit that doesn't fucking matter like this. Most guys would be like, all right, sorry, bro, I'll take the clips down. My bad. No, a bitch? She's going to be like, no, fuck you, bitch. I ain't taking shit down. You got to take me to court, motherfucker. Like, do you see the difference? There's a huge difference, right? Like, me, I had a beef with the guy. He fucking struck my channel down. And then I came back on him and struck his channel down. And then he was crying to everybody that I did it to him. And he never even mentions to anybody that he did it to me first. And then I beat him because I was able to show that I paid him for all that shit. So at the end of the day, like, I've been through this shit. So, like, I'm not going to act like, oh, I've never copy struck somebody. Nah, I've done that shit a lot. And guess what? I never fucking feel bad about it. And I've gotten trolled for it too. And you know what? Doesn't freaking matter to me. You know, if you're gonna steal my shit, you're gonna harass me for it, and it's my fucking content, and I have it set up correctly on YouTube so that I can, then I will. And that's just the end of the day. There's people still to this day that actually have permission to use my content, and you can ask them that. I don't strike them because I appreciate it. I'm just like, yeah, as long as you're not like being a fucking asshole, and if you're gonna be an asshole, you're gonna make content like that, you best believe you better come to me first. And let me figure out how I can make it better so you can make more money or views or something like that. Jesus. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm right. Bitches are toxic, dude. Like, this whole situation is fucking toxic. I don't like it, dude. And thank you for Sam Adams for the 73 for the $2. For Lunchy, you don't deserve this ugly mofo. Yeah, she doesn't deserve me. Lunchy, you hear that? You don't deserve me. Hey, Lunchy. She's under her bed. So, I guess it's like this guy right here. Can I re-upload your 5-hour live stream? No, you can't. And if you actually did a fucking 5-hour, like, it's like that Mad Mofo guy. It's like, this fucking cocksucker, instead of coming on my show with me and ingratiating himself into the drama with Faran and Divinity, he chickened the fuck out. And then went and played it on his channel and talked all kinds of mad shit like, you know, anybody cares about his fucking opinion. And it's like, dude, you could have just came on our fucking channel and just like, you know, got yourself into it. But no, you had to like steal hours worth of our content and then talk over it and then proclaim, oh, it's fair use. Bro, you don't know what fair use is. YouTube looked at the same thing, and if it detects it within the automated system like it did, I could fucking nuke your ass with zero fucking problems. You see that? You understand what I'm saying? I would have zero problems. Zero. Doesn't matter how many times you pause it or whatever. Zero problems. That's what these people don't get. Even with the manual claim, like, which I think all of the claims that Faran has done are manual claims, still doesn't matter. They get taken down, strikes get put out, and usually it takes about 14 days for them to reprocess those counterclaims. So, like, I don't really know what you're doing, dude. It's just you're stealing. It's it. You're stealing and you're trying to make money off of somebody while talking shit about them and then not inviting them to be on your show. In no world is that okay. Doesn't matter if you're a brand new YouTuber or a YouTuber that's been around for fucking many years. Like, go try to do that to a big YouTuber and see how fast they get you. And nobody's even going to care about you. So I guess at the end of the day, it's good that this is happening because the LawTube scene really needs a shakeup, dude. It's generated an absolute large amount of toxicity that is just currently unneeded and unwanted on the YouTube platform. This is a platform where people are supposed to be able to make content and have fun and laugh. And it is not a platform that was designed for people to steal other people's content and then like basically stalk and harass them with it. That's not what this fucking place is made for. And you know what? The big boys like Nick Rekieta and stuff like that have been taken down, and you could claim that, oh, it was false strikes and all this other stuff. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. It does seem though that, you know, when these things actually happen, there's a little bit more to the story than meets the eye, right? Like the people that Rekieta and the LawTube community have assembled as their army or whatever, a lot of them seem, in my opinion, to not be the greatest amount of people. And I mean, a lot of the ones that seem to rep that community or always throwing the name around and name dropping motherfuckers seem to be some of the most toxic motherfuckers that I have met on the internet. And I have been on YouTube since 2008, and I have seen them all. I have dealt with them all. And guess what? Like, this new thing of these new channels that are stealing other people's content so fucking blatantly and getting big and talking shit about people and refusing to go on other people's channels, it just doesn't fly with me. And I mean, you know, Divinity finds herself in an interesting place because she thought that she was going to get all of the support from that LawTube community and they were going to back her up and blow her up on this one, but she's not getting that support. So now she's got to slum it with 4,000 subscriber YouTube channels, 1,000 subscriber YouTube channels. And now all of a sudden you start to see that this whole entire thing is going to be different. So, like, how is this thing going to turn out? I don't know, Dads. You know, like, I'm missing the chat here, too. I just noticed that it wasn't actually, like, fucking scrolling there for a second. But, you know, like, Faran doesn't have anything to apologize to Divinity for. Zero, in my opinion. In no way did Divinity ever show any evidence of anything Faran has ever done to her. She's never shown any evidence. She never showed us any evidence about these claims about her children. She never showed us any evidence about the meth mommy thing. For all intents and purposes, every shred of evidence shows that Divinity got pissed off at Faran 7 months ago about a fake nude thing that she wanted to make a video on and didn't. And then as soon as this whole Eliza Blue situation came up, it was always Divinity being on the attack. There was literally hardly any attacks coming from Faran whatsoever. And even in the last couple of weeks, at my request, mind you, I was like, just leave her alone. Just let her fucking say her shit, do her shit. You know, it's going to look different if you are going back and forth at each other. But if you don't do anything, you show me that, you do that, me that favor, and you fucking leave it alone as well as you can, we'll see. And very clearly did we see that it ain't about Faran. It's never been about Faran. It's always been about Divinity. And Divinity has been utilizing Faran for content. What's very clear. She also steals other people's content as well, you know, but it was very clear to us in the investigation that the most video views that she ever got did not come from LawTube. and did not come from Kurt, came from Faran. So it's that thing, you know, like Divinity's not forgiven because she didn't apologize for anything. She didn't apologize for being a fucking troll. She didn't apologize for being a fucking liar. She didn't apologize for creating all this fucking drama. Because all she had to do was say, okay, I'm sorry. I will take down the videos and I will go make videos about somebody else. I didn't realize that it was affecting you this way with all your personal family problems, and I'm sorry. That would have been the right thing to do. She didn't do that. She didn't do it. And what'd she do? She just kept making videos and just being like, fuck you, trigger thumbs. That's what she was doing. It's jealousy. It's negative. It sucks. And you know what? If you're expecting me to take somebody's side, the only person's side that I can take is Faran, because like I explained to you, the only thing that I see is some jealous nobody bitch who used to be some kind of fucking Christian, who's LARPing as a Christian and has no way a Christian at all, is basically stalking and harassing some girl so that she can get clicks and eyeballs on the internet. And that shit's just shitty, dude. Like, Divinity, prove you can make content that people actually care about. Make some of your own videos that get fucking views. Do the work that I do. Do the work that the other guys do every day to actually grow their channels. Don't be like that madcore mofo and then just steal everyone else's content and then hope that you're going to get ahead. Because you might get ahead, but you know what? It's pretty easy to see when people are buying fucking views and subscribers and shit like that, because the numbers don't lie. They really don't. And I've been accused of being a gang stalker. I've actually been gang stalked, and I see what they're doing. And all I see is just a gang of people that have come together to stalk one person that they dislike. And ultimately, those people don't have a good reason to dislike this person. They claim that she lies, but can't prove to me where she lies. They claim that she did this, but then I see their evidence, and it isn't that. So ultimately, it should be it. And you know what? That's it. You know, like, there's only one bully in the situation, and it's been Divinity the entire time. She was asked very politely and very directly to cut the shit. She was asked very directly to stop it. She was asked to take the videos down by not only Faran, but by Chrissy Mayer too. So they're fully within their rights to strike them after following the right process. And there's no bullying associated with that. That's just how shit goes. That's what happens to bullies. They turn into cry bullies. So now Divinity is a cry bully, and now she's crying to all of her other little bullies to come help her bully some more. So instead of stopping the bullshit and instead of stopping the craziness, she's doubling and tripling down and assembling a larger army because she feels like she's been wronged in some kind of way. But the facts don't lie, dog. There's nothing that anybody can point out that Faran did to Divinity other than strike her channel. And guess what? It's not a negative action. There's no negativity in there. You might dislike it, but it doesn't make it any less of a valid move. And that's just the end of the day. Trust me. Sorry. You might have a different opinion, but you're just a little baby boy, baby boy. Like, Divinity's a cry bully, and now she's getting hit, and she's crying about it. And then there's people in the chat that are crying about it too, somehow trying to say that Faran is some kind of bully, even though, I don't know. We saw the stream. I was there. You were there too, probably. Y'all probably watched this shit. And I mean, you're asking me to simp for Divinity or Faran? I don't simp for either of them. I just like Faran better because Faran has a better argument and better evidence. That's all. You know, Faran was pretty much straight up to tell us why Divinity didn't like her, right? And Divinity can't tell us why she really doesn't like Faran. I mean, she made up some, like, interesting lies or whatever, but those in no way account for 7 months ago or 4 months ago when the beef seemingly started to happen and the shift changed. So, like, you can say whatever you want. I'm looking at this as a outside third person. You know, I don't think striking people is the way to go. Honestly, I would have just left the videos up and ignored her, right? Because I've already been through this situation, and all it does is create even more bullies to come after you, and then you got to strike all of them down, and then they all fucking cry, and then before you know it, you've nuked 10 different YouTube channels. So like that shit happens, right? Like you got to deal with it, right? And they'll come back. Like Divinity's gonna come back. She's gonna make another YouTube channel, and she's gonna do the exact same fucking thing. Like, let me tell you what the future is gonna be. Since some people think that they know what the future is gonna be, let me tell you exactly how this is actually going to play out. Probably, we have two different real clear options. Option number one is the easier one. Actually, three options. Option number one: YouTube sides with Faran, videos stay down, Divinity loses her channel. She starts another one and does the exact same thing again. Number two, somehow Divinity gets the fair use thing going, and YouTube tells Faran, well, without a lawsuit, we're not going to be able to keep these videos down. And then Faran provides them with a lawsuit, and then they keep the videos down, and then Divinity and Faran are now in a lawsuit, right? And then Divinity is basically going to have to bow out anyway because she doesn't have the money to defend from the lawsuit, and she's definitely not going to raise it off of all those sub 4,000 YouTube. She's not going to raise it off of any of those sub 1,000 or 5,000 YouTube channels, and she's definitely not going to get any support from Nick Ricade or anybody else because he's already in his own little suit, and he may think that he's in a great position, but he doesn't even know what the real fucking name of the guy that he's getting sued by is. And neither does his entire community, even though it's out there online. So I'm not really giving them too much credence. The third option, which is probably the best option, is that Divinity says, all right, cut the shit. I give up. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop getting people to harass you and stalk you. I see that I was wrong. Can you please remove the strikes and I will leave you the fuck alone? And then she does it. Those are basically your options right now. That's basically the options that you have right now. Yep. That's basically options. Those are the only options. You have three options, bro. And my options here are, like, what could have I done in this situation? Well, number one, the first thing I could have done in this situation is I could have struck Madcore, and it would have been a valid strike 100%. By no means was there any, change to the fucking audio or whatever. And ultimately, I have my shit set so that it's through Rumble, so I can do a strike through Rumble and then definitely get it taken down, and it won't be coming back up. So, these guys don't even understand, how the system works. Is usually when you have to go through the YouTube system, it's once, but then when you start dealing with outside YouTube channels and their policies, things get real different real fucking quick. So, now in the future, what can Divinity do? Well, Divinity's options right now would be, her best option would be to say, I'm sorry, Faran, this has gone too far. I'm going to give up. That would be her best option. She's clearly not going to do it. Not enough brain power, willpower associated there for her to do that. So she can make another YouTube channel, right? She's got to make another Google account. Because, as soon as her YouTube channel gets shut down, she's going to lose access to her YouTube channel. And then she's going to lose access to her entire Google account, by the way. So her email, her Gmail, all that shit, all gone. All goes away. And then she'll have to actually go and provide information to Google in a process that can take a week or two, in order to get access back to her Google account. So that means that if she had any fake information in her Google account for address, name, phone number, anything like that, she will not get back her Google account and it will be gone forever. So that means that anything that is access to that account, anything that is scheduled to go through there, a PayPal account, whatever, what have you, all of it is completely lost. There is no access to it until she can provide information to Google to prove that she is who she says she is, and she understands that, you know, she's no longer going to be able to use YouTube, but might get access back to the rest of her stuff. So that's actually what's going to happen. Talking to somebody who has actually had it happen to them, I'm just explaining to you what the process is. So first things first is on day 7, her YouTube channel gets deleted and she gets locked out of being able to log into YouTube or any other Google product. Any Google product associated to that Gmail account, that email account connected to the YouTube account. It gets shut down. And then you have to go in and put in your information to prove that you're the person on the account. And then they verify that information to make sure that you are a real person and not, in fact, somebody that stole that account and posted those fake videos or whatever. And after they determine that, they will give you access back probably to your Gmail account and then like many of the other YouTube, like, you know, Google features, but you will not have access to YouTube. Like it won't even show you YouTube. You can't even log in. You can't even look at it. You can't see YouTube, period. So even if she gets all that done, the only way that she's going to be able to do anything. So like if Divinity's watching, she should be right now looking at everything that's connected to that Gmail account and changing the email off of it to a different one. Number one, so she doesn't lose access to her PayPal or anything else, because I saw that she was getting lots of donations from people that were like, oh, we stand with you, Divinity. I'm going to send you some money to your PayPal. She'll lose access to that too, by the way. Like, if she gets 2-factor authentication, or that's the one that's connected to it or whatever, she won't have access to that no more. Most people don't get that. And then after that, yeah, she could make another, you know, Gmail account, start another YouTube account, and all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, she'll have to start up. But then again, you know, what stops anyone that doesn't like her from simply penning out an email and showing that, yes, this is the same person, and then having YouTube do it again? So there's a lot to deal with here. There's a lot to think about. This is exactly what we were trying to avoid, because I did not want this Divinity person to go through this situation, and I didn't want to have Faran, you know, go through the situation, because she's obviously going to lose subscribers over this. There's people that don't like copy striking and think that they know everything. You know what? Fuck them. They exist. They have opinions. You know, cyber stalking ain't no fucking joke. So, like, you're right. That's what I'm doing, people in the chat. It's a public service announcement. You know, I've been through this stuff. I know exactly what's going on. I've seen it happen. Okay, so it's not like I'm giving you bad advice. It's not legal advice. This is reality advice. This is really how it goes. This is really what happens. And I mean, it seems like this invented drama is 10 times worse than anything that would have happened. Like, oh, so you bowed down to, oh, I'm not going to bow down to anybody. I don't bow down to nobody. I'm not bow down to, you know, Faran. Are you? Or is it time to just say, hey, I have 6,000 subscribers now. Maybe I can start posting my own content again, and maybe I'll actually get some views, and then I don't even have to make clips anymore. That's what a clip channel should be. Most people that used to grow big YouTube channels, that's what they used to do, is they would clip other people's shit until they got to like 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 subscribers, somewhere in there. And then they would just start posting their own content. And then they would just keep growing from there. And then they never really posted any clips anymore after that. That's what successful YouTubers do. Because most clip channels have an issue around 5,000 where somebody that's bigger than them that they've been making fun of finally decides to swing the hammer. Yeah. the entire silliness needed to stop. And the entire silliness should have stopped right here on the Griftcast when we brought them together to come talk to us about the situation. They should have ended it then, and they did it. And you know what? I can't say that it wasn't fair and that didn't end it. It was very clearly Divinity that, you know, was set in her ways and thought that she was going to win this whole situation. That's fine. But at the end of the day, like, are we going to spend tons of time on this shit? Absolutely not. Because it's not what I want. Right? It's not what I want. It's not what I don't think anybody wants. I don't think anybody wants to see this. But it's the fact that we're seeing this other LawTube Clips channel threatening to put out people's other videos and stuff and, like, roast a person. That's just kind of like a cunty move. And it's just not even helpful overall in this entire situation because Divinity was already, you know, the person at fault here, you know, trying to redistribute the blame here because somebody struck somebody. That's not going to work. I mean, that's dumb. You're dumb. That's what I feel about that. You're dumb. That's a dumb thing. Like, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and just like appease everybody of all the stalking and craziness and, you know, like posting to people's fucking nude pics, you know, like we're just going to completely discount all that. But oh, you use the YouTube system to strike me. You're the worst. Yeah. Nobody fucking cares. Yep. It's stupid. It is stupid, Grifty. We did try to get them to stop it, dude. Like, my experience perspective is priceless in this situation. You know, and Divinity's been after fucking CV's right. Divinity has been up for Faran for at least 7 months, as we can see very clearly. And ever since then, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, crimes are serious, stalking serious, harassment serious, but like these people are taking it to the level of like kiwi farms and shit. And you know what? That's the thing that a lot of people don't get is that they're calling this person, they're calling Faran a lolcow. They're like, oh yeah, Faran's a lolcow. We're so funny. So, like, you know, have you ever actually, like, really looked at what the terminology was standing for? Because they say it's suggesting that somebody could be milked for lack, right? Or a person whose eccentric or foolish behavior can be exploited to amuse onlookers, right? That's what it was originally supposed to be. But, you know, most of the lolcows that were lolcows in the beginning is because, you know, this group of people was trying to come together and stalk them until they killed themselves. That's where it actually came from, right? Like, anybody that tries to disagree with that or whatever, you weren't there, you didn't know. Like, it evolved in terminology to mean many other things, but, you know, when you look at the preeminent internet stalkers of the day, the kiwi farms, the guys that literally have entire threads dedicated to different people on the internet, where if you ever even get mentioned in one of those threads, you should probably be a little bit sweaty or whatever, as I am or whatever. These people are insane, capable, and they don't stop, right? All they do, they don't make content themselves. Absolutely not. They generate content out of other people, though. That's what they do. They have entire places where they go online and congregate together, where they're all together watching the same thing, and then they're all planning together in secret on how they're going to fuck with that thing that they're watching. So, yeah, you know, like anybody that could agree, or anybody that says Kiwi Farms is great, obviously doesn't know what Kiwi Farms is, because Kiwi Farms was not about laughing, right? Like, the originality of it was not about laughing. When Kiwi Farms was assembled, it was assembled because they were too bad for 4chan. So 4chan was for laughing, right? 4chan is where you went to go laugh. And the guys from Kiwi Farms were booted off of 4chan because they couldn't stop doxing people. So like their form of laughs was not the same kind of laugh that everybody else agreed with in the days and time. So their laughs were coming from really negative stuff. Like what was funny to them was somebody hurting themselves. What was funny to them was somebody injuring themselves. What was funny to them was like, getting somebody to commit suicide. To them, that was funny, which is obviously not a funny thing for a lot of people, a lot of really normal, average people like me out there. I don't find that shit to be funny. I think that, like that's borderline a little bit crazy. And I mean, this place has been in the news thousands of times or whatever. So like, if you want to associate your terminology to locale, then again, I'm just going to treat you in the same way that I would treat somebody that like, is on the Kiwi Farms or whatever, which is like, fucking stay away from that person, man. Stay away from those fucking people. So yeah, stay away from those fucking people. Ultimately, like, I remember being there when on Something Awful forums, and I used to see help dump. I remember when 4chan first came out, and I even remember when Kiwi Farms came out. Nobody can debate me on any of that shit. It's just that the places that this place has spawned from and the ways and directions that it's gone has been pretty crazy. I mean, from Kiwi Farms, now there's locale.farm, which is more like exactly what people would have thought it would have been from the original back in the day, except for instead of it being like a weird forum. Yep. So it's like, if you want to go to the docs, if you want to get somebody's docs and, get into the negative areas and trolling, you go to the Kiwi Farms. But even then, the Kiwi Farms doesn't really even have docs anymore. Sometimes they do. But like, I've done investigations by myself, live, where I've literally gone through an entire person's history, had the chat crying about, oh, there's already a Kiwi Farms thread. And then we go look up the Kiwi Farms thread, and then I found like 10 times the amount of shit that they found. So it's like, I don't really need it, right? I can find shit better on my own. I'll just go look at their shit just to see what's going on with it. But like, is that a place that you should be going? It's just like 4chan. It's like, yeah, it exists. Like, stuff does get posted there. But like, would you consider that information to be like good information? You're talking about 4chan, right? So you're telling me that some secret guy calling himself FBI is posting on 4chan and you believe it? You think it's real? You think people really believe that? So if I came up with a QAnon, and we got some people to start posting this QAnon, some random shit that's totally lies, you think people believe that shit? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a test. That's where we got to understand is that the terminology that you use to a guy like me that's been around on the internet tells me a lot about who you are. You say, oh, that person's a locale. I'll be like, oh, this is a person that hangs out on the Kiwi Farms. I see. So they're a little okay with doxing and very, very negative harassment styles. Ah, yes, I see. How could you claim that you like Kiwi Farms and you've never been to 4chan? That's like a misnomer. They're basically the same place. Yeah. So, I guess at the broad end of the spectrum here, you could truly garner a lot of information about like people online depending on where you go, right? It doesn't matter. You can always go to the Kiwi Farms to find out if somebody is on their radar and in fact a locale because they own that terminology. Not all these other people, all these sub 100 IQ fucks that are running around calling everybody locales and not knowing what that means. Need to shut the fuck up, need to go back to 4chan, and if they're not on the fucking list, then they're not a fucking locale and a fucking story, okay? Kiwi Farms decides who it is and who isn't, all right? That's their shit. You can use the terminology, but you sound like a dumbass. That's all I gotta say. You sound like a dumbass. $5 from Squiggles McJr. I love Griftcast, the best investigative content on the internet, brought to you by a living legend, Defango. That's right, I am a living legend. I am a mythical beast. Although some people like me, some people hate me, I will always accept your money 100% of the time. Always 100% of the time. So yeah, if you go on there and, you know, if you want to come up with a new term or something like that, I'll respect your new term or whatever. But don't be stealing fucking Kiwi Farms terminology and calling Faran that. Is Faran ain't even on fucking locale, okay? Actually, she probably is now recently because of this. Let me look. I Google. Let's go to Kiwi Farms. I mean, Faran doesn't really have a name that's different here. More Faran being Faran. Looks like Faran gained back all the weight she lost and some more. Oh, yeah. So she's on here, it seems. But she seems to fall under the LawTube category, which is, you know, very Kiwi Farms of you. Faran's meltdown over Broncos, Might Dang, getting roasted in the comments. See, Faran almost is like a locale because she shows up in like different people's threads and shit like that, but she's not a locale herself, you know. People laugh at her, but she's not to the level. Like, she's not exactly milkable. I mean, she sounds like she's milkable by some of you guys because she's got tits, but I mean, it doesn't seem like they actually have made a direct thread about her, although she does appear in a lot of these LawTube threads because apparently, I guess Kiwi Farms hates Nick Rekieta. Oh, hi. Oh, lunchy break. Lunchy break. Lunchy break. What's up, my babe? What are you up here? Just looking for food? Are you hungry? Aww. Acrid Fusion. Oh, he's just donated $5 right here. $5 from Mr. Fusion. I'm no biologist, but the psychology involved with these internet feuds is quite interesting. Yeah, it is quite interesting. Yep, and this is my little puppy, Lunchy. She's a good girl. What's up, my sweet girl? Yeah? Well, you want some attention? It's like blizzarding outside. You can't go outside right now. You want me to put you outside so you can poop in the blizzard? Is that a yes? No, you just want to be here? Are you afraid? Oh, my munchie. Oh, my munchie. I love you. Here, I'm just gonna set you down on the table right here. I'm gonna set you on the table. But I don't have any, like, we don't have any food, Lunchy, so I don't know what you want from me. We're gonna have to order something. We had to order something. Did you eat all your burrito? Did you eat all your breakfast burrito? Looks like you ate up most of it. It looks like you ate most of it. Yeah, so this is my puppy Lunchy. She comes on the show every now and then when she wants to. Oh. You need water? ¿Quieres agua? Perrito? Si quieres agua or quieres comida? ¿Tienes hambre, mi amor? ¿Tienes hambre, mi amor? Yeah, when she's a good mom. Nope, she's not hungry. She just wants attention. She just wants attention. So as you can see, you know, like there's different levels of things. And it's weird that there's a lot of people, you know, from this LawTube conspiracy. If you've noticed, even LawTube is a Kiwi Farms term, right? LawTube, lolcow. The only reason that these words have even reached it into the zeitgeist of most of these people is because guys like Nick Rekieta and Monograph are probably on the website. But even to this day, you know, like, is the docs actually solid? No. Right? They make mistakes just like everybody else, although sometimes they get people dead to rights, and when they do, like they did with Keffels or whatever, it was a pretty interesting situation. But like obviously that Keffels person was a fucking poster on Kiwi Farms for a long time. So, and it's funny too when you have two locals suing each other, because Monograph is a person that appears on this website. So is Nick Ricada. You can see his thread actually right there. Like my name appears on this site every now and then, but I hope to God I never get a thread. But yeah. Like people are like, I'm surprised Defango doesn't have a thread, or does he? So people have been trying to find my thread, but I don't actually have a thread. So like they have a thread for Mersh and ROTC, not for me. There's an Eliza Blue. Like I show up in the Eliza Blue threads. I even show up in a thread with Dick Masterson, which is weird because I don't even know who the fuck. Like I knew who he was, but like I had no fucking idea. But look at this. May 14th, 2020. Pod Awful is now teaming up with Defango, the QAnon fail doxer. Considering how well his previous attempts have piped out, master of puppets right here. Oh, LawTube was a term coined by Emily D. Baker? Yeah, probably. I don't know, dude. Seems like these guys probably coined this fucking term. But look, I even show up in Brittany Venti, aka Brittany Dyer's thread, like right there. Manuel Defango Chavez, Mike Mersh's fucking thread. Jesus Christ. Mark Ballantyne. But yeah, no thread on me. Career cow, Temple. Yeah, I guess that like ultimately I don't think that they would ever do a thread on me, because then I would just end on their fucking website and then just like doxing myself for them, and then I would just be on the internet constantly just watching their website and then talking to them. It wouldn't be fun. There wouldn't be that much lulz. I don't think it would be enough lulz for them, although I am surprised that I actually showed up in some of these ones. And that's funny that they call it the Dick Masterson conspiracy, because this is right after I went on with Pod Awful and I gave them the trademark to Night Rave Radio. That was a good time. That was a good time, bro. Great picture of me, too. Great picture of me, too, my friends. Great picture of me. So, like, everyone thinks they have an idea of where all this stuff comes from. Everybody thinks that they know where this stuff is originating from, but ultimately, I don't think they know. I think we've really spoken our piece on a lot of this stuff, though. Like, number one, the Faran situation. You know where we stand. I mean, Faran was nice to me. It was always cool with me. So, like, I'm going to have her back. I may not agree with some of the things that she does or whatever, but I'm definitely not going to be the guy that's going to be called a simp in any kind of way. Because, we tried to help fix the situation. We gave our 2 cents and it's over. And we told you exactly what they're going to do and how it's probably going to roll out in the myriad of different ways. And now we just all get to sit back and watch the show. Right? We just get to sit back and watch the show. And we started off with Scott Adams actually getting, canceled again, because it kind of shows you that it doesn't matter where you're at. It's happening to people at the very top of the spectrum and at the very bottom of the spectrum. And clearly, the situation doesn't seem to make any sense in either way, right? Like in one of them, we got just straight assholes doing asshole shit. That's all we're seeing, really. Like, the situation didn't have to come to this level. People could have just apologized. And guess what? They already tried the strike thing and apology, and it didn't work. So that's why his second round of strikes went out. And now it's going into this bad situation. And everybody involved is going to, have an opinion or hate what somebody's doing about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, it ain't between us. It's between them. So if you want to take that grade A trolling opportunity, as Grifty calls it, and make it happen, then great. And if not, what are you even going to do at this point? There's really nothing for you to do. Other than if you're going to pick a side and start trolling, great. Go troll those people. Don't troll us because you ain't going to change my mind. And obviously, we're not going to change yours. So let's not waste either of each other's time. All right? That's basically it. Like, unless you're grifting money out of it, you're making money off of it, which we aren't right now, then I don't really think that there's anything else to say. I think we pretty much, covered it. So me and Lunchy are going to go hang out, check the damage of the snow outside, and we'll be back a little bit later. Might try to play some video games. Yeah, no. But we'll be back on later, probably. I was hoping that Gene was going to show up, but he said he had some emergencies with work, so we'll just have to, kick back and figure out what's happening. And, if you want to troll about that divinity shit, if you want to go troll about that shit, go over to fucking Madcore's channel. Go over to somebody else's channel that's going to sit there for 5 hours and talk about it. I think that I'm giving it enough time and space or whatever, and I've spoken my piece, and if you disagree with me, great. If you agree with me, fucking great, dude. I just, don't really care to argue about it. I'm not here to argue about it. I think it's a shitty situation all around. We tried to fix it, and then now we're doing the strike thing. So, you know what? It's up to YouTube, and then if YouTube can't figure the shit out, it's going to the court. And, I mean, if you guys are going to make content about this for the next fucking couple of months, we might have to get into that grift if it's lucrative enough. But right now, it just seems like poop. Seems like poop, right, Lunchy? Yeah, Daddy, it looks like poop, Daddy. It's like poop, Daddy. Do you got any more of them chicken nuggets? You got any more of them cheeseburger, Daddy? You got them cheeseburgers? Oh. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you click on all of our links and stuff over on the Griftcast link tree so you could hit us up, send us money. We need money. I'd like money. Could really use a whole lot of it or whatever, but at the end of the day, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for rolling with us, and we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Be well out there. Stay good. Do all that good shit. We'll see you later. Adios.